I am Dice Raw, and this is the Raw Report. Today, I am sitting alone, but actually not alone. There are two colleagues joining me. You all know Bomb. You know his voice. You know his skill level, his professionalism. Unmatched. But maybe there's another. Maybe there's one more. They both would like to remain off camera for obvious reasons of political views and wanting to stay out of the mess that gets created with the Raw Report. We make so many people upset. But we don't give a fuck! Because this is the Raw Report! And we give it to you raw! Now, that I'm able to calm down a little bit and relax, there are some good things going on in the world. Well, not necessarily going to say good, but definitely interesting. Biden. That's right. My boy, President Biden, at it again in the news, causing a big uproar. This time it's over the appointment of an African-American Supreme Court justice. I was going to say justice, but I got fucked up because this is not really my thing. I usually don't give a fuck what presidents and, dictators are doing, world leaders. I stay out of their business. As long as they stay out of mine, we don't have a problem here. But Biden is doing I think he's doing a good thing. The thing about it, though, that's tricky for me, there's one thing that's tricky about it, is the Trump-Reagan comparisons, right? And I'd argue to say that Biden is still on that path of Reaganism. I don't know if that's a real word, but I have to use it for lack of a better term of what I want to talk about. Now, when you come out and say you're going to appoint a woman for the Supreme Court judge role, that's great. But it's very Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan was a Republican who, he didn't really agree with a lot of things that Democrats did. And I'm just trying to figure out why Biden is leaning so hard on that Reaganism, and which is almost like Trumpism, you know what I mean, to a certain degree. Because Trump is from that school of Ronald Reagan, George Bush. I mean, you got to think about it. Trump was a young man when Reagan was president. He probably benefited a lot from Reagan and the tax laws and the incentive that was going on during the 80s. I mean, shit was nuts. I mean, it was absolutely nuts. So Biden, with the appointment of a female judge to the Supreme Court, it's very Reagan-like. But here's the thing. It's going to be a black woman. So Biden, I got to give you the salute, Biden. That's right. I'm saluting you. Hell to the chief. I mean, he's been not having a lot of luck during his presidency. I mean, it's kind of been a lot. It's been one fuck up after another. And I mean, Biden, I'd argue to say you've had more fuck ups than Trump. I mean, Trump had the biggest fuck up of all time, COVID. I mean, and you can't really blame Trump for that. But there are some people out there blaming Trump for COVID. But Biden, I mean, because Trump had personal hurdles. He had, the mistress. He had the friends going to jail. He had the misuse of funds. He had, bank scandals. I mean, he had all that kind of shit going on, but it was mostly all really personal shit. You know what I mean? The China thing, he did try to start a war with China that I think that we're still in. And like I said, not to get off topic with President Xi, you're welcome to join the show anytime you like. Please come on. I'd love to talk to you. But Biden has had fuck-ups that are political fuck-ups. He's had the Afghanistan thing, which was a fucking conundrum. You know what I'm saying? It was a conundrum. Matter of fact, I have a brother, and one of my brothers, he's new. I just met him. You know what I'm saying? But one of my brothers, he said that he used the word humdinger the other day. Humdinger. And I said, he called our father a humdinger. He said, that guy, he was a humdinger. I said, you know what? That's a good way to describe Carlos Brown. He's a humdinger. You know what I'm saying? But Biden has had some humdingers You know, like again, the Afghanistan thing was a fucking total nightmare. The shit that's going on inside the cabinet with Kamala Harris, like, Kamala, where are you? It's like trying to find Kamala Harris is like trying to find where's Waldo. Kamala, where are you? Kamala, Harris, are you in there? It's like, yo, where the fuck is she? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and Biden's other thing was the Build Back Better deal. I mean, it's like, yo, I mean, he can't even get his own people to fucking okay to this thing. And you know, here's the thing: I don't want you to get it twisted out there and start thinking that is Dice a Republican? No, I'm not a Republican. But I also don't want you to get it fucking twisted to say, is Dice a Democrat? Because no, I'm not a fucking Democrat. You know what I'm saying? I don't think either one of the parties are good. I think we need new parties. You know what I'm saying? Better parties. Shit that's fucking turnt. You know what I'm saying? Parties that's fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? This old shit is fucking dead. The fucking elephant and the donkey. It's like, yo, whoever picked the fucking donkey to be their fucking son, your son is a jackass. You're a fucking jackass. I mean, that's your fucking symbol. It's not like a beautiful black stallion or a motherfucking purple fucking unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Some fucking dope shit. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking donkey. I mean, when you really think about it, it's a fucking jackass. That's your fucking political party symbol, the jackass. And you're okay with that. You know what I'm saying? You're okay with that. Now, the elephant is a brilliant animal, okay? Let's not get that twisted. Elephant, we love you, okay, elephant? We love you. We've always loved you because the elephant is that silent, you know, but strong kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? The elephant, and even the elephant, the woman elephant. You know, she's an elegant animal. You know, very protective of the elephant crew. You know what I'm saying? Of the elephant family. But you know, the thing I love about the elephant is the real king of the jungle. I don't know if you guys ever knew that. Some people may actually say that the lion is the king of the jungle. I totally disagree. It's the elephant. You know, the lion goes, roar, roar. You know, everybody gets scared and run away, you know what I'm saying? But when the elephant starts running, and it's just like, boom, 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 boom. Yo, motherfuckers get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Even the lion be like, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because the elephant, if the elephant steps on a lion, you're done. That's it for you, baby. I know you think you're the big shit, but you can't fuck with an elephant. And you just remember that. All you lions out there, some of my Leo friends excluded. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends is a Leo, and he's a strong guy. That might be one rival to the elephant. So elephant, just watch out for that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you only got one to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my Leo homie. He knows who he is. Because I don't have many friends. So, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. And you know what, guys? I bought my iPad today to try to be a little bit more organized. You know what I'm saying? I saw Brett had his iPad last week. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it because, you know, I'm one of those guys. And it's not because of an age thing or anything like that. I know Bomb's like, oh, this fucking guy. No, it's not an age thing. It's just, you know, don't use my iPad, you know, much. You know what I mean? And I think I just got thumb access. They give me thumb access. I mean, but I really don't need it, though. I mean, I could pull up some stuff, but I already know what I want to talk about. So, I mean, back to the African-American woman, Biden, you're doing something good. You got one good thing going on. So I think that's more or less his philosophy. I mean, maybe Biden really doesn't give a fuck about the stock market. And I mean, when you're that old, he's already cashed out his 401k. I mean, he's not invested. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's got something in there for the grandbabies, because I know that's how you think, Biden. You want everybody to think you're poor and you're from Scranton. Remember that? He ain't said Scranton. He ain't said Scranton since he's been elected. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody in Scranton don't fuck with you, Biden. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you get elected to an office, you forget all about Scranton. Anyway, but Biden, I'm not here to criticize you. I'm here to champion you. I'm here to champion you, Biden, because you're doing some good stuff and or interesting stuff, because I don't really know what effect that's going to have on the world. Maybe it'll have a different effect on people's view of black women. But when you really unpack it, I mean, black women are the most copied women on the planet. I mean, versus whatever you think. I mean, when you got people that are going to get surgery for lip injections and hip injections so that they resemble the African, or they resemble the South American queen, this is what they do to look like other people. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's doing it. And look, and I've even seen some black women even try to pump up their stuff too. You know what I mean? So, which is interesting. It's like, well, you already kind of have a shapely body. Why are you going bigger? And to each his own. To each his own. I was looking into calf implants myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I have skinny legs. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted my legs to match my stomach. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, again, we're not going to get into that. But we will talk about that a little bit later because I did get on the scale today. And I'm not happy! Yeah, I knew I thought the clothes were getting smaller, but I thought it was European cut. I didn't know it was me. I was actually growing in size. You know what I'm saying? Which is positive, but I think it's time to dial it back a little bit. Summer's coming. And I saw Drake taking shots at fat people online, and it had me concerned. Anyway, what else is going on in the world? We were talking about Putin last week, and I was just basically saying, look, Ukraine, why are we making this hard? You know? Come home. Come home to Mother Russia. I think Ukraine, look, it's too small. You might as well just go home. Like, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? And America, Putin put out a warning today. I don't know if you guys saw this. Bomb, did you see Putin's warning? He says, listen, America, you have ignored Mother Russia's issues for too long. Like, I can't talk in an accent because that may be considered racist, even though I have an affinity of love for the Russian people. In Russian culture, I love fucking vodka. I can't get enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go. I drink more vodka than probably Russians. You know what I'm saying? And I like, but anyway, I love vodka. Russia, you're fucking great. I love Russian mobsters. You guys fucking kick ass. I love it. I love all that fucking shit. The fucking machine guns, the missiles and shit, the riding the tanks and shit with the fucking tank tops. I mean, it's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So Biden, once again, you're doing a good thing. It's not really the sexiest thing you could be doing. It's not going to have any effect on the economy. It's not going to have any effect on the stock market. It's not going to have any effect. But the thing that it will affect is maybe young African-American women. We'll see that an African-American woman is being appointed to the highest court in the world. And that's a good thing. And then you appointed, the first African-American kind of half Indian, is she something else? Jamaican, vice president. And that's positive. Even though we never see her. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you may have killed her. I mean, like Biden, President Biden, I actually demand to see Kamala Harris in the next 48 hours. You must produce Kamala Harris in the next 48 hours, President Biden. And if we do not see her, we're coming to the White House just like the Proud Boys to free Kamala or mourn her dead body that's buried somewhere in the White House. Well, I pray you did not kill the vice president. I pray you didn't do that, Biden, because that will mean you really fucked up. That would mean you really fucked up. But Black America demands, and I'm speaking on behalf of Black America right now, we demand to see Kamala Harris in the next 48 hours, Biden. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Before we give you another African-American woman, we want to see what you did with the first one. You got that? I want to know where she is. Kamala Harris is missing. There are 2.5 and 1 million missing black women in America. And you just added to it, Biden. And you think I'm going to give you another? You got another thing coming, pal. I want to see Kamala Harris before you appoint an African-American female judge to another role. In other news, I'm going to take a sip of my drink, try to relax. Because you know what? Before I even get to the next thing, this does have me concerned. Because Biden, you are responsible for a lot of missing black people. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you're aware of that, Biden. I don't know how you sleep at night. 4.9 million missing African Americans due to the mass incarceration, privatized prisons, and unfair practices of the judicial system that you put in motion, you and your homegirl, old Hillary Wooden Tooth. I still like to call her Hillary. Old Wooden Tooth. She looks like Martha Jefferson, doesn't she? It looks like her teeth are like from the fucking colonial days. And, it's like Hillary. Oh, man, where is Hillary? Biden, what the fuck did you do with Hillary? Like, it's like, you just get rid of all your buddies. You know what I'm saying? You befriend these powerful women, and then you get rid of them. You think I'm not on to you. But I'm starting to see a chain. I'm starting to see a little pattern with you, Biden. But anyway, you're doing a good thing. I'm just messing with you, Biden. I know you didn't kill Kamala. I don't know where she is, but I know you're not. I know you didn't kill her. There's no way you would have got away with that. You know what I mean? She's got a Jewish husband. He would have stepped in somehow. He would have had you arrested or something, Biden. But maybe Biden needs to be arrested. You know what I'm saying? If anything's done, if he did anything to Kamala, if one hair on her wig has been tampered with, you're gonna have to answer to Black America about that, Biden. We want to know. I want to know what Kamala is. Actually, I can't get off of that. Where the fuck is she? Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Do 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 do. Remember that old song? Have you seen her? Kamala Harris. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Do 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 do. Oh man, I love that song, but it's not funny when you really think about it. I mean, have you seen her? Kamala. Where the fuck is? I've never seen a vice president disappear this bad since Dan Quayle. You guys probably don't remember Dan Quayle. You're a little young. Bomb, do you remember Dan Quayle? You do? Oh, shit. Bomb, you must be older than I think you are. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember Dan Quayle, Chance? Chance has no idea who Dan Quayle is. Dan Quayle was like in my generation, he was like the first politician that they used to think was like an idiot, and they would like take shots at publicly. Like Dan Quayle was like a target. He was like a dartboard for like every comedian, every news program. Like he was constantly saying stuff that people just thought was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was like, he was Bush's guy. He was Bush's vice president, not Bush Senior, the OG. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dan Quayle, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen somebody disappear. I ain't seen nobody disappear as faster than Kamala since Dan Quayle. I mean, because, we had some pretty good vice presidents. I mean, Clinton. What was his guy's name? Fucking my man. It begins with a G, didn't it? What was Clinton's vice president? Gore! Chance, you didn't know that? Clinton, damn, Chance, what the hell? You're a baby. Chance is a young guy. He's like Chance the Rapper. He's younger, but he's like Chance the Rapper, but he's younger. He's Chance the Engineer / record exec. That's right. We promoted him. He got promoted. That's right. He's moving up and nowhere out. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, fucking Kamala and this. I mean, she went Dan Quayle. She went. We really haven't even had a chance for her to say anything crazy, but she did get a little loose with the lips with Charlemagne. I did see that. So I do know she was alive. She's been alive since that Charlemagne interview, but I haven't seen her since. And she got a little loose with the lips. I heard she likes to have a few. Me too. Come on, listen, they don't want you drinking on TV. Hey, fuck it. You know what you tell them? Look, do this. Come on, look, I'm pulling up. Pour up, boo. Anyway. Enough of that. But I do want to see a body. I need 48. Biden, you got 48 hours to present a body before you appoint another African American woman to an office, a public office. I want to see what you did with the last one we gave you, okay? Because I'm not just going to be just giving you African American women every time you fucking want one, okay? You're not just like the Democrats not throwing me a fucking doggy biscuit and want me to get all goofy with it, because I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Biden, keep up the good work. Just keep appointing African Americans to offices. That's the only thing that you're going to get done. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to get blacks in. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing that. You know what I mean? Any case, Trump, old Trump, this motherfucker, Trump, actually said he wants to run again. I mean, can you believe the balls on this fucking guy? It's like, listen, like I said, I don't want in any way for people to get it confused and thinking that in some way I'm a Republican. But I don't want you to get it confused and thinking that I'm a Democrat. I'm neither. I work with both. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we could come up with a solution. But because I think when you start dicing people up into groups and you start, football teaming and wrestling teaming and shit, it's almost impossible for us to get anything done. And I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to feed people. The goal is to clothe people. The goal is to educate people. And then black people, the goal is to liberate people. That's right, liberation. But anyway, Trump, you got some nuts. I mean, I'm almost speechless. I'm almost fucking speechless with the fact that, how old is he now? I mean, like, is 76. So he's making plans to do some shit 2 years from now. Like, because that's when the next thing is 2024, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, he's planning on doing some shit at age 78. And where's Biden at now? So Biden is what, 7,900? What the fuck is Biden's age? Like,
Biden is 79.
He's 79. Biden, you're 80 years old. You spent more time in Washington than you've done anything else, Biden. 48 years of public service. I think that's commendable. I can't say anything negative about that. 48 years of public service, that's amazing. I mean, like, I don't know who's been in White House longer than you, than the Lincoln Memorial. It's like, you deserve props for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole insider trading stuff. Let's not even talk about what Congress and members of Senate are allowed to do. But I mean, Biden, 48 years is commendable. That, I mean, I have nothing but positive and respect and admiration for the length of time you've spent there. You've done some fucked up shit in those times. I mean, really fucked up shit to my people, African Americans. But you seem to be trying to make up for it. Oh, and maybe that's what this is all about. You appoint the first African American kind of, Indian, Japanese, Bangladesh. What else is she? She's a melting pot. He's the first vice president melting pot, which is what America's about. So I got to commend you on that. You helped Barack Obama. I mean, not much help. You weren't much help, Joe. I'm gonna be clear with you on that. Barack was doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but that's what this is. This is atonement. Like, Biden, is he a religious man? Is he a believer?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, this is soul cleansing. That's what this is. This is soul cleansing. Biden, I get it. Biden, I get you now. You put so many niggas in jail that you're like, fuck, I'm not going to get into heaven now. And now he's trying to clean it up. Biden, it's smart, but you're not going to fool God. I got news for you, pal. No. Maybe this is good, but you gotta repent for those sins, Biden. You gotta ask Jesus to come into your heart and cleanse and let Jesus do the cleansing. Or else it ain't going to work, Biden. That's if you're a Christian. Allah, you're not getting into a Muslim heaven. I'll let you know that right now. Biden, Allah is going to slam that door. Boom! If you get to heaven, because I don't know what's up there. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up there. But if it's Christian, you got to accept Jesus into your heart. Or it'll never work, okay? I'm just going to let you know that. It'll never work unless you do that first, all right? That's if you're a Christian. Now, Biden, if you're a Muslim, Biden, if you're a Muslim, Allah's got news for you, pal. You ain't getting in. And if you're Jewish, Biden, I don't think Adonai is going to let you in either. Because those older gods, Christianity's new. But those older gods, they don't play that shit, man. Like, Christianity's the new guy on the block, where it's like, God will forgive you for stuff. Where the old gods, Allah, Adonai, they don't play that shit. So you better stay Christian. But if you get to heaven and Allah is there, you ain't getting in, baby. I got news for you. But let's hope Jesus will work with you. Okay, let's just in a Christian heaven. Let's hope let's hope Jesus will work with you because you need to appoint in order, if you really want to, if appointing African Americans to office is a way for you to cleanse your soul, because it's the only thing you can do, the only thing you can push through to actually inspire the African American community is through public office. So let's just say that is what's going on here. Then you would have to get rid of every white Democrat that there was and have an entire black party. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats, and you would have to convince the Republican Party to accept another 25%, and even that wouldn't get your ass off the fucking hook for what you did. Only person that can help you is Jesus. Biden, I hope you pray to Jesus because he's your only chance, man. Like, he's your only chance. But anyway, let's pray that that's not it. Let's just pray that, let's pray that Biden's already been praying, and this has nothing to do with it. But if this is somehow in correlation to the mass incarceration, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. But if that has any correlation with each other, Biden, if those things are intermingled, I got news for you, pal. It ain't enough. We don't even have enough blacks in America. You'd have to appoint every African American to public office in America. Like, that's the only way I let you. Actually, let's make it more realistic. Let's make it more realistic, because that's not fair. That's not fair, Biden. I'm not being fair. And like a man, I know when I'm not being fair, and I want to correct it, okay? I want to correct it. You would have to appoint 4.5 million public offices, Biden, due to the 4.5 million African Americans that are missing. So you would have to go find 4.5 African Americans that are willing to work with you, and then appoint them to public offices. Is there that many public offices, you may say? 4.5. I don't know, Biden. You're going to have to start making shit up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to start making motherfuckers head of food and beverage or something at the White House. You're going to have to figure it out. But any case, but back to Trump. Everything always comes back to Biden somehow. And I want to be nice to Biden. I want to be fair. I want to be fair to our president because you're already our president. Nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? Even though I voted for you, I guess I asked for this. You know what I'm saying? I voted for you, Biden. I just want you to know that. While my mother was alive, she told me never vote for Donald Trump, or I told her he was going to win. She didn't want to hear that. And but anyway, that was the first one. The second one, up in the air. But Biden, no, forget about it. Biden, I want you to win. Off of you. Moving on. Trump, I don't want you to win. But I love you, man. I think Trump is fucking fantastic. Just as like a comedian, you know what I'm saying? Or like a TV host. Like, I don't want Trump to be president again, right? But the thing that I gotta admire about the guy is the balls. Trump, it was the worst time of your life. Why the fuck would you want to go back in there? It's like being on a building that's on fire. It doesn't kill you. It didn't burn all your skin off, but you did suffer a tremendous amount of smoke inhalation. And you're like, yo, I gotta get back in there. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You wanna go back? You barely escaped with your life, Trump. You barely escaped with your life. Why the fuck would you go back in there? Are you nuts? Are you fucking... We already know the answer to that. Trump, you're nuts. You're fucking nuts. I mean, like, listen, man, listen. If I was you, Trump, you stunned me. I'm stunned. Trump, if I was you, I would run so far away from the fucking White House. It wouldn't make any sense. I would run so far away that Trump, I don't know what to say about you, man. I just don't know what to say. I would run so far away from the White House it wouldn't make any sense. I mean, you got to think about your wife. Your wife, I can't believe she's still there. It just must be the dough. She must really have nowhere to go. I mean, like, she must not understand divorce laws. She must not. I mean, that poor woman is she's a prisoner. Why would you do that to her again? I mean, back to the White House. I mean, the fucking, the Barron. Why do you want to fuck with Barron? Like, let Barron relax. Let him live the good life for once. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the other kids, Ayana and Ivanka and Mianka. I mean, I don't know all the kids' names. But man, why? Why? And then he's saying goofy shit too. He wants to ban all transgender women from sports. Like, what the fuck? Like, why does that even matter on a political level? Like, who gives a fuck if transgender women are in sports? Like, I mean, who gives a fuck? I mean, I don't get it. Why is that the first thing he says? Because that's what he says. He's like, oh, I want to ban transgender women from sports. Why? It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't know, whatever. I want to see some transgender fucking men, like women that turn man, like actually start boxing and beating the shit out of men, like regular guys. Like, I think that would be interesting. Like, because then people will be scared to fight, like, former women. Like, you know, if a woman transfers and becomes a man, and then she starts beating people up. I mean, because it's really like a woman is now beating you up. I used to know a woman like that. Her name was Cecilia. Seal is what they called her. They said, hey, yo, Seal. Hey, yo, Seal. And she wasn't transgender, but I mean, I think she might have been lesbian before everybody was allowed to express themselves. I mean, the way they are now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people are like, yo, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, you know, and they're proud of this shit. When back in the day, I mean, I don't necessarily know if Seal wasn't proud of it, but it just wasn't like an open thing. And she had kids. Like, Seal had a couple kids. Anyway. And Seal is still alive. I saw Seal recently. Probably still knocking motherfuckers out. But Seal was like this little lady, and she would just knock grown men out. She would be at the bar. They would hang out with my uncles, and they'd come in laughing. You know, like 12 o'clock at night, I'd be on the couch watching, like, Yo MTV Raps or some shit, and they'd come in all drunk, and they'd be talking about how Seal knocked somebody out. And I would be like, that little lady? It just didn't make any sense to me. And I mean, you know, but she kind of reminded me of like an Eazy-E. You know, talk about Eazy-E again. The 2 weeks in a row. But like Seal was like, she was like a female Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could imagine Eazy-E, like, that looked like a lady, you know what I'm saying? It was like that. But back when I was a kid, would have never even thought that she was bisexual or, you know, lesbian. Like, I mean, I didn't even understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I just know that was Cecilia from across the street, but they called her Seal. And Seal used to knock grown men the fuck out. Like, it was not a fucking problem. And I don't even think Seal would even have to take like any kind of like hormones or like, you know, steroids. I mean, I think she could just come out there just titties and all, just knocking niggas the fuck out just for no reason. You know, and God, I'm glad she never knocked me out. You know what I'm saying? But I saw her. Now maybe Seal is about 65 years old right now. 60, 64, and I went up to her, right? And I said, Seal. And she said, yeah. She said, I can't see that good in my eyes. And I was like, yo, it's Carl, right? Because, you know, that's my real name. She was like, who? And I was like, it's Carl from Carlisle Street. That's the street they used to grow up on, Carlisle. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, Gloria's, you know, nephew. And it came back to her, and she couldn't believe it was me. I couldn't believe it was her. I'm like, damn, Seal is still fucking rolling around. Cecilia. Shout out Cecilia. A real female G. You know what I'm saying? Because there's real lady G's out there too. Lady gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And Seal, she was a real lady gangster, you know. Before even being a gangster was cool. See, now it's hip to be like almost as hip to be a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was like, yo, it's just like, yo, that's cool. You know, is you a killer though? Like, you could be gangster, but is you a killer? And it's like, wait, first of all, why do I have to be gangster, right? That's the first question. The second question is, being gangster is not enough. Now you got to be a killer. Like, I mean, an actual murder. People are like, yo, man, like, are you really about that murder life? You be like, am I really about that murder life? It's almost like a oxymoron, murder life. Are you about that murder life? I don't know. I don't think so though. The more I think about it, I think being about that murder life is something that I'm definitely not into. You know what I'm saying? That murder life. I'm more like if I had to do something, if I felt that I really had to like murder somebody, I think I'm more like a house blower upper. You know what I'm saying? The type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to kill anybody or like, but if I got to send a warning, I can send a warning. Like a house or a car blower upper or something like that. That's more like my wheelhouse. It's like I don't want to see anybody die, but then it's like if you blow somebody's house up, there's always the potential the house next door could catch fire if it's not a single family home. And then now, if you kill an innocent person or somebody innocent gets hurt because you're trying to send somebody a message by blowing their domicile to pieces, it's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because now this other person's been hurt, and you didn't even want that other person hurt. So it's just like, I'm just gonna just say fuck it. I'm not gonna talk to this person any longer. And that way, if I just don't talk to them and I'm not their friend any longer, then I don't have to blow their house up or their car or send any particular warnings of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Which is not something that I want to do to a former friend or someone that I cared about or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a thing like if I was really, really, really upset. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point of homicide. You know what I'm saying? Before I would do that, I'd rather send a message because when you blow somebody's house up, for them to come back, I mean, like that's a pretty big warning. It's like, yo, like there's only one way this could go now. There's only one thing left for me to do. You know what I mean? Like, and technically, I don't want to do that. Why is this guy calling me again? Hold on, I'm not answering that. I fucking dropped my car off for service. This guy's called me more than my fucking grandmother today. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I told you, go ahead with the service. Go ahead. He's like, oh, you need 2 tires. Yeah, motherfucker, I already knew that, but I wasn't trying to do that. But since the tires aren't that expensive, I was like, oh, fuck, well, that's way cheaper than I originally expected. You know what I'm saying? In any case, what were we talking about?
Blowing people's houses up? Yeah.
No. We were talking about Trump, though. We were talking about Trump. And well, Trump has balls, but he doesn't like for other people to have balls. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't want transgender women to play in sports. He doesn't want them to play with balls. And Trump, I don't really get that, or I don't really understand why that's even part of your political agenda. And it's like, or why you're even targeting transgender people. It just doesn't even make any sense. It's like, that's just the dumbest shit ever. It's like, I guess, why don't you just go back to targeting black people again? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's your meat on the bones. That's your meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? And the Proud Boys, I mean, some of the Proud Boys a lot of those guys are gay. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, to call yourself, Proud Boys. The name's, it's kind of, I don't know. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And all male organizations are just weird anyway. It's like, wait, no females in the Proud Boys? Like, you guys don't want any ladies involved in this thing at all? It's like, no, we hate women. Whoa, what's going on here? So it's just weird. But in any case, too much shit going on, man. Is there anything good going on? Oh, COVID. COVID cases are down. So they're saying that the Omicron shit is as peaked. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm planning on doing some travel. I'm going to fucking Miami, and I'm going to go. I'm not even thinking about going overseas. I always dreaded going overseas, and I feel bad because people always like, Dace, why don't you come overseas? Like, Black Thought tried to take me to Amsterdam, and, like, the week before, I, like, sprained my ankle or some shit, so I couldn't go. And but then I was like, that back when they were young, they were a little bit more advanced than I was. They're older than I am, so I don't know if I was ready to go to Amsterdam that day. But and God broke my ankle, so I wouldn't go. He's like, you need to sit this one out, little man. You know what I'm saying? So somehow I just sprained my ankle. Maybe that was I don't know if that was the Muslim God or the Christian God, but somebody saved me from some wild party, and I'm sure that they got into, because this was a vacation. This wasn't even like performance shit. He was like, yo, I'm taking you to Europe. You never been to Europe? I'm taking you to Europe. I was like, okay. And but I wound up not going. But now I'm thinking about going to Europe. But like girlfriends too, like that I had, I'm like, yo, let me take you to Paris or let me take you to London. And I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking go to that shit. But now thinking about, your own mortality and, like how long do we really have? Like, what have I experienced as an adult? Like I've been pretty much everywhere, except like Europe. You know what I'm saying? But I've been to Asia. Have I been to Africa? I think so. Australia. I've been everywhere except Europe. South America, which is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But man, fucking. Oh no, Canada. Drake's hometown, Canada. Oh man, now that's a special place. You guys ever been to Canada?
Yeah, a little bit.
Toronto? Where you been? Vancouver? You ever been to Canada?
Nowhere.
All of Canada is lit, if you ask me. There's too many women in Canada. I mean, like, Canada has unbelievable women. I mean, like, they just America. I'm sorry, you got a lot of ugly women here. There's beautiful women here. There's beautiful women here, but there's not many. There's not many. Like, not like Canada. Like, you see somebody beautiful, like, oh damn, like she's like a diamond in a rough type joint. Where in Canada, everybody's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like all the women are hot. And this is what I remember. I just don't remember seeing that many ugly women. And maybe it's because it's like Canada's such a melting pot. You got like Trinidadian, and then you got like Polynesian, and then they like having a kid together, and then you got like, Asian and black, and then they mixing. You got half Japanese, half black women in Canada, like all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about a lot today. I think we've covered enough. But you know what? There's one thing I do want to talk about real quick. The IRS. Everybody out there, if you're panicking and you're feeling a little overwhelmed, or you have some anxiety issues about this upcoming tax season, you don't even gotta worry, because the IRS is so backed up that they're like, look, people of America, don't even worry. Like, submit your shit, do whatever the fuck you want to do. You could even be late this year. I don't really think there's too many penalties that are coming with this shit, because they're backed up all the way to 2019. Unprocessed taxes. It's fucking nuts. Not alone the automatic fucking returns, because a lot of people got $1,200 or something. Was it 1,200, 1,800? Like the automatic thing. So I mean, if the whole population got that, I mean, they got to process those payments. I mean, so the IRS got blessed. Well, I don't know what to say about them. Just got to get rid of them. But I mean, I guess they're a necessary thing for because we've been paying for our roads to be done. We've been paying so that we have good infrastructure in the country, so bridges, tunnels. This is what we've been paying for. Green capabilities. More sustainable energy. Clean, sustainable energy is what we're paying for, and we didn't get it. In the Build Back Better plan, what is his name? John. What was it? Manchin? Joe Manchin, not John Manchin. Joe Manchin. You fucking idiot. you backdoored Biden. And it's pretty funny. So I'm sure it's not the first time. But Joe Manchin, you fucking idiot. This is exactly what we've been paying for. We've been wasting our fucking money. We just been paying our taxes, and we got nothing. We got bridges collapsing. We got tunnels collapsing. We got every fucking thing. I tell you what's going to happen. God forbid one day one of those fucking underwater things fucking springs a leak while people are in there. That's going to be the day America is over. Because it's going to end. Rome ended. And I tell you what, if Trump gets back in office, that might be it for America. I mean, like, that might be it. I mean, eventually, there has to be someone else that's the world leader. That's just the way the world works. I mean, there's only been one group that's been leader multiple times. Only one. Xi. Talk to me. President Xi, listen. I'm willing to make a deal. Okay, Xi? This is off the record. I'm willing to work with you guys over there. Okay, I'm back. China. World superpower. They've been a world leader before. And then they weren't world leaders. And then They were world leaders again. They're the only ones, man. They're the only ones. China, they know how to take over a world. And look, and even with that, even taking over Earth multiple times, there's still times where China doesn't control Earth. And then somebody else has it. How long will America be number one? How long? I tell you what, America, as soon as you're not number one, I'm out of here. All right? You're going to lose me just like that. Anyway, let me get out of here. Anyway, it's been lovely here being at the Raw Report. Donald Trump, please reconsider running for president. Joe Biden, you have 48 hours once this video is aired to show Kamala Harris alive and well. And if I do not get what I want, I don't know if I'm going to give you another African-American woman, Biden, because I don't know what you do with them. I give them to you, and then they disappear. Okay? So we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk, and I want to see Kamala in 48 hours. You got that? You've got your orders. Anyway, I'm Dice Raw. This is the Raw Report. Bomb. Make the edits, and you know what to do.
Thanks for watching that, and if you dug that, leave a thumbs up and say what up in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to Stony Island Audio for more.